Good morning. It is 7:11 a.m. on Monday, September 18th, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up and I am running late. This is 5 more minutes. Yeah, I just been uh, could not get out of bed this morning. It was a struggle, I tell you. Um, but, what are you going to do? You still have to go to work. Well, I suppose, technically speaking, have to is relative, right? It's only that there would be potential consequences if you didn't. But, I have insufficient reason to face those consequences when I could just go to work, which is fine. How are you guys doing today? Which is what I say when I've run out of stuff to say. Um, I've played a bunch more of Metroid Samus Returns and continue to feel that that is a good game. I've also started digging into the adventure module for Tomb of Annihilation with the idea that I would want to be familiar with it before trying to run it for Extra Life, even though that's still like a month and a half away. But there's some really cool stuff in there, you guys. I'm more and more excited by this plan, and I think I'm going to just need to start putting the organizational things in place. But, at the same time, it starts to all blend together with the other campaigns. I'm doing so many levels, and then the Curse of Strahd campaign. So many decisions to make. So many decisions. Decisions. Um, Luna continues to progress at an uneven rate. In fact, it seems like it's a pretty much guaranteed that every time I'll start to say, "Hey, look how much better she's doing," then all of a sudden it will seem like she's more uncomfortable again. Uh, um, but in many respects, she is much better. She just does still kind of occasionally act as though she's in discomfort, and she's still taking the pain meds. Although we did back off on one of them at least, so hopefully that's kind of the progress. And in general, her activity level and appetite are so much better than they were. So, I'm definitely thanking my blessings for that, even as I still have to comfort her sometimes. Yeah, so let's see what else. This week, gosh, I don't know. My brain is still in the process of waking up today. I don't have a lot going up in my brain. It was kind of misty and raining this morning outside, and yesterday was not so hot. It was only maybe 70 or so, but 90% humidity, which ick, yuck, ugh, bleh. Because at that point, like if you put in even the slightest amount of exertion and start getting a little bit of sweat, it just doesn't go anywhere. It just covers you. Um, oh, well, see, now I don't have time to really talk about it. Just a brief touching on the subject, my improv class yesterday was canceled just because the professor didn't show up, and I'm sure there's any number of reasons why that might have been. But it, those of us who were there waiting, had the brief conversation on the subject of college professors and like how long you're supposed to wait for them and so on. But it's such an interesting dynamic because at the same time that like I'm paying for this class, and I'm there to do it, I want to do it. But at the same time, anytime like, whoops, guess it's canceled, always feels a little bit like, oh yeah, free time, coming back. So it's a little weird, and it was kind of just the same for when you're in college. I mean, nobody's making you go to class, so when it's canceled, it's kind of, I guess, a relief. It's I think just a reflection that we always, all of us, have conflicting desires running through our brain all the time. There's a part of you that wants the class to go, and there's a part of you that kind of doesn't. And so you have to, yeah, see, my poor little dog's whining over there. And so it's just a reflection of the very human thing of having your brain want more than one thing at the same time, even when they totally contradict each other. Yep. All right. I guess I was able to talk about that. So, but I've got to get ready for work now, so I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.